Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Watchtower Examination on an exciting day. I'm happy. I'm happy for the Watchtower Examination channel, my channel. I am happy for the John Cedars channel. I'm happy for Mike and Kim and XJW Critical Thinkers and all the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who are reaching out to Jehovah's Witnesses. Before I tell you why I'm so happy for the others, allow me to share with you a personal joy. I am feeling excited because of a special blessing that I've had for this channel. I have been complaining bitterly about wanting to do videos and not being able because of the noisy environment that I am in. But I've been told once that what we call problems are actually opportunities to sharpen our problem-solving skills. And it is so interesting the way things work, because here I was on YouTube watching some videos about how to soundproof a roof. And I read an article that then took me to some products that are used for soundproofing. And I'm looking on the items and it cost $57 for a 96 pack. And then I just got an email. Someone sent me a donation, $50. So I used that $50, add $7 to it and bought it. And I'm saying all of that to say, I really appreciate the support that you guys give me on this channel. And it was not requested. Someone just sent a donation and I have purchased the equipment, the things I need, not just the sponges. I actually had to get drywall, block out a window, seal the window, and I am happy to report that I no longer have to worry about noise on the outside because I now have transformed a room into a mini studio. I say mini because it is not 100% soundproof. But at least I no longer have to wait for a quiet time to shoot. Music could be playing on the outside, construction work could be going on, children could be laughing and shouting. It doesn't matter. While it is not 100% soundproof, the noise is significantly reduced so that the noise is reduced, plus the recorder and condenser mic that I use also does a job to reduce it even further. So, ladies and gentlemen, never again will I have to complain to you that I wanted to shoot a video but the time was so quiet. I'm really excited in this soundproof, almost soundproof room. It's a little hot, but I'm also getting a cooler that should be here in a few days. So I can't do a very long video inside here, or I have to use the fan, and that creates a little, well, that is noise you could live with. But I'm happy. I'm really happy. Oh, by the way, it may look to you like I now have two separate studios. One is black and blue, the other is black and purple. Well, I'm to learn that the older camera that I'm looking on now does not do a good job of representing the colors. I would never have known. That is not blue, it is purple. But somehow the camera is showing it blue. I don't know why. But I just thought I'd share that with you so I can actually look as though I have two separate studios depending on which camera I choose. But today, I will go with the purple studio. I would never have imagined that the time would come when I could say to an atheist, blessed are you when Jehovah's organization will revile you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for righteousness' sake. How interesting is that? An atheist to be comforted, as it were, by the word of God. Yes, it is a bit ironic that I can paraphrase the word of God to an atheist to comfort him that God's organization will say all manner of evil against him falsely for righteousness' sake, so he should rejoice. Righteousness' sake. Lloyd Evans is an atheist, yet he is standing up for the very principles that Christ exposed. Fairness, love, kindness, being considerate, justice, righteousness. Righteousness is what an atheist has to be standing up to God's organization to defend. How about that? But I am excited. There is an evangelist, Jimmy Swaggart, who also sings. And there is one song that he does that is very popular, but I only know one line of it. Jesus, just the mention of your name. That's all I know, which is the title of the song. Jesus, just the mention of your name. I feel like singing Lloyd Evans, just the mention of your name. But I'm not singing Lloyd's praises. I only praise God. But I am happy at just the thought that the Watchtower organization would mention Lloyd Evans by name. There is a video that was released a day ago by the John Cedars channel, where Lloyd is revealing that the Watchtower is accusing him of hate speech. The very moment I saw the topic of the video, I said, the Watchtower? Hate speech? The same organization who blasts all apostates, all former members as mentally diseased? Very first thing I thought to myself, and Lloyd himself made mention of that irony, because the irony is so strong. It's the very first thing that comes out at you. Now, I am a subscriber to Lloyd Evans' channel, to the John Cedars channel, and I am very respectful of something about Lloyd. He makes every effort to be fair, to be honest, and certainly to be objective where the Watchtower organization is concerned. It would have been in Lloyd's interest, at least in terms of thumbs ups that the channel is going to get, if he were to declare to people that the convention center that was built by the Watchtower in the form of a pyramid, that it is indeed deliberately constructed to reflect the pyramid with the all-seeing eye. Lloyd disagrees, and he did a video telling his viewers that he sees it as just mere coincidence. I disagree. There is no one on the planet who can convince me that that was not deliberate. When you see a plan for a construction, one of the things that you see is the overhead elevation. so that the governing body would be aware of what the thing would look like from an aerial view. And they went ahead with that design. Don't tell me about coincidence. But Lloyd believes it is coincidence, and he said that. Secondly, there are many ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who are of the view that Russell had a link with Freemasonry. Lloyd did a video saying, no, not true. I actually did a video response saying, I don't care. Whether he was a Freemason or not, I don't care. The fact is, what is presented from Russell and this organization is indeed satanic. So it matters not to me if Russell was a Freemason. But the point I'm making is, Lloyd did not go with a popular view. He chose to be objective and to be honest with himself and with his viewers. The point I am making, ladies and gentlemen, is that as a subscriber to the John Cedars channel, I have never once heard Lloyd Evans utter one sentence of hatred toward Jehovah's Witnesses. I have never heard Mike and Kim do it. I've never heard ex-JW critical thinkers do it. I have never heard any ex-Jehovah's Witness saying they hate Jehovah's Witnesses. There's a lot of anger out there against the governing body, but no hate speech from any of these channels, including the John Cedars channel. But I'm excited. I am so excited. You see, the Watchtower is of the view that they know the scriptures. The jury is out on that. But they certainly know some basics about the scriptures. For example, I'm sure they know about the story of David and Goliath. They know what a small boy can do to a giant. And Watchtower, Goliath, is terrified of David. While it is Lloyd Evans whose name was mentioned, well, but as a matter of fact, forgive me, I am speaking as though everyone saw Lloyd's video and know exactly what it is about. Forgive me. It so happens that Evans is a participant in an inquiry that is going on into the Watchtower organization. And the Watchtower is writing to the inquiry, the commissioners or whoever, asking that Evans be removed as a witness. And they've actually done a 5-page document listing some statements from Evans that they claim represent hate speech. Evans indicated that he's contacted his lawyer and he'll be pursuing to see the actual documents, the actual statements that the Watchtower has put together. 5 pages. But I'm looking at all of this from a different perspective. For the Watchtower to have 5 pages of statements from Lloyd Evans, where is the Watchtower getting that from? It means, ladies and gentlemen, they are watching. They're watching. And the interesting thing is that while Evans is one of the biggest channels on YouTube, the XJW, with the largest number of viewers, I'm not looking on the statistics right now. I think that Telltale might have more. But Telltale is not really an activist per se against the Watchtower per se. He just speaks out against Christianity and false religion. False religion is what his focus seems to be, while Evans is exclusively the Watchtower. But even as Evans has quite a number of subscribers, it pales in comparison to the 8.5 million Jehovah's Witnesses that the organization is boasting is its population. Why would an organization with 8.5 million members be so nervous? Because that is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. They're panicking. They are desperate because this organization, if there's one thing that is a real enemy to the Watchtower organization, it is the truth. The organization that calls itself the truth is absolutely terrified about the truth about them getting openly to their 8.5 million Jehovah's Witnesses. This is the information age. And I'm going to give you a little clip of something that Gerish Lutz said that made me smile.
Referring to a statement that may have appeared on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. The spread of rumors is like wildfire that is hard to control.
That's right. They are learning that they cannot control the information. But they're trying their best in their desperation to see what they can do. But why did I mention Mike and Kim and XJW critical thinkers? The simple point is this. The XJW community is having an effect, and the Watchtower organization is noticing that they can put together 5 pages of documents with Lloyd Evans statements. No doubt they're watching this channel. No doubt they're watching Mike and Kim. Well, we know they are. We know they are because they've already complained about Mike and Kim. No doubt they're watching XJW Critical Thinkers. No doubt the organization is paying attention to the David that they dread is going to take them down with a sling. And slinging they are. And so just the mention, just the very thought that they would mention Lloyd Evans by name tells you that the Watchtower is terrified of Evans. I'm of the view, not to, toot my own horn, but I am of the view that the Watchtower organization is afraid of me. And I'll tell you why. I could be wrong, but I'll tell you why I believe that the Watchtower is afraid of me. When the information came about the gentleman who made the statement about covering up their records, a number of XJWs were sued by the Watchtower for showing that clip. I was not, and I do not believe that it is that the Watchtower is not aware. Let me tell you what I am thinking. I could be wrong. All of this is speculation, but I'm just sharing with you my speculation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I had to revert to the blue studio because the battery for the camera in the purple studio died. Anyway, having some fun. Maybe it's a good thing I had both cameras up. I was making the point, and I'm emphasizing that it is all speculation, that the Watchtower would have seen when someone said, I'm not remembering exactly the passage now, but I'm familiar with the story. When someone said, leave these people alone, because if it is not of God, it will die a natural death. But if you are trying to attack it, you are actually giving more prominence to it. My channel is relatively small. My videos do not get as many views as the Watchtower. If the Watchtower were to pick a fight with me, then the news would go abroad that the Watchtower is suing an activist from Jamaica. That is going to spread like wildfire in Jamaica. And they're going to be asking who and why. What is the issue that the Watchtower had with Winston? And it's going to go out there. It's going to get out there. So I believe that for that reason, the Watchtower would not want to touch me. I could be wrong. But there's another reason that I believe is even more important. While ex-JWs are very, very strong on the subject of child sexual abuse and the other things about the Watchtower, like the money they invest in questionable circumstances, their association with or past association with the United Nations, etc. These are issues that are large issues that could turn Jehovah's Witnesses off. But even if all of that were to be exposed, the Watchtower knows that many Jehovah's Witnesses will ignore all of that and say, oh, well, no big deal. Because the governing body, for example, I can hear Jehovah's Witnesses saying, well, the governing body did not molest any child. It is some unscrupulous Jehovah's Witnesses that have done those horrible things, and we have expelled them. We have disfellowshipped them anyway. And we are not the only church that has the problem. I'm not going to judge the church by the sins of some of the members. The Watchtower knows that. The Watchtower knows that it can continue to emphasize loyalty, and Jehovah's Witnesses will remain loyal even if the word should get out there to Jehovah's Witnesses, all these things that the ex-JW community is focused on. But I am focused on the doctrine of the faithful and discreet slave, which is utter nonsense. The Watchtower dare not cause witnesses. And I want to say that again, the Watchtower itself does not want to be responsible for more Jehovah's Witnesses seeing my channel. Because the Watchtower knows, the governing body knows, that it has absolutely no defense in the world. There is no team of lawyers that can protect them when the doctrine of the faithful and discreet slave, when the falsehood in that doctrine is exposed for Jehovah's Witnesses to see. As I said, all of this is speculation. But this is not speculation. They have mentioned Lloyd Evans by name with these ridiculous false charges about hate speech. Hate speech. What is hate speech? Saying that they cover up pedophilia. What is hate speech? Saying that they shun people and it is wrong. What is hate speech? Saying that the Watchtower's position on blood transfusion is wrong. What is the hate speech that they are accusing Evans of? Well, let's hope and see what will happen, because as he said, he has his attorney on the matter and he will be doing a part 2 to explain what are these statements that they have uncovered that represents hate speech. But I am excited. Just the mention of Evans' name by the Watchtower confirms what we all knew all along, because this is really not anything new to the ex-JW community, that the Watchtower is watching these videos. But what this does is confirm how desperate they are to silence the community. They are terrified that Cedars, well, I keep saying Cedars, that Lloyd Evans, John Cedars, Lloyd Evans, that Evans' testimony could be devastating to the Watchtower organization. An ex-Jehovah's Witness, one who's been there, done that, understands the organization, could be a participant in an inquiry. As a matter of fact, if you look at Lloyd's video, I've placed a link in the description for those of you who have not yet seen it. He made the point, I just lost my train of thought. There was something important. I did not script this video. I'm just speaking to you as I was just about to say something. Let me gather my thoughts. Give me a minute. Right. That's it. Lloyd was making the point about someone who asked some questions of a representative at the Watchtower, and he was a little bit disappointed with the level of the question, that they weren't sharp enough. This is a man who, being a participant who has access, direct access to the inquiry, could advise others on the kind of questions they can ask. And so the Watchtower wants the inquiry to expel or stop using testimony from Evans. The news is good. They're not getting their wish. Hell no. Evans remains a witness. And the Watchtower organization is terrified. And I am excited. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a wonderful day.